All right, ladies, buckle up. It's showtime.
Welcome, everybody, to Copperhead Road, the show with more, not less, more. Not the Moors, not Mandy Moore, just more. Shut up, Rex. All right, so got a couple of things to get into. We're going to talk a little bit about the Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens debate. We're going to talk about MAHMOUD KAHLIL, yes, of the Newport KAHLILs. He'll be discussed. Tyler Perry's got a little bit of a conundrum he's got to deal with, and we may discuss that. Plus, a hiker in, I believe, Colorado comes face to face with a mountain lion and lives to tell the story. And that storyteller that may be telling stories, he's over there. His name is Footer. How you doing, Foots?
Yes. What's up there, Rexy? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I don't
know how. Yeah, you said you're doing okay. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I didn't know that you were going to cut me off and, marginalize me, but I guess I should be used to that by now. Just going to ask you, how's your injury?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yep. Not good. I was fine, but I take some of those Tylenol thingies and ibuprofen mix, and you're great. But the problem is, not so good for my stomach. Let's just say it binds me up.
Well, the problem is it's in a horrible, horrible place. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. If you have something on your leg, you can avoid it. You can't avoid breathing. That's a toughie.
Yep, taking the big inhale kills me.
Yeah.
Coughing kills me. Sneezing kills me. But yet I can move certain ways fine. You know what I mean?
You can still do the jitterbug, right?
I've jitterbugged 4 times today, so I'm going to say yes to that. But like to the touch, there's the spot. You know what I mean? It's actually right. Go from your armpit all the way. It's the same spot every time, bro. For the last how old are my girls? Are 15. So it started, no joke, when they were babies, and I would give them a bath, and I would lean in the tub, and my like if you have to lean over a tub, you lean your side on the tub, and I would one of them like would woo, they like slip into or something, you have to grab them, especially 2, and again, there's plenty of times I've leaned over and I hear a pop, and ever since that one time, it's been this reoccurring thing that's happened a few times over the last 10 years, but the last fucking 3 years I've had nothing, and all of a sudden.
Well, I mean, the problem is that with you doing jujitsu and mountain climbing and skydiving, something was bound to happen.
Yeah, I was climbing over the back of a dryer, but that's another thing.
Oh.
Again,
that's not nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
No, it wasn't. I was even going to kind of leave it to the imagination and go, well, no. What happened was my body armor got caught underneath one of my ribs and ended up breaking it. No big deal. And say nothing about it. Like, why is he wearing a body armor? Is it for good? Is it for evil? It's great. But I didn't do that. I told you the truth. I was climbing over the back of a dryer because I wanted to get out of the little cubby, and I figured let me do like when I was a kid, you lean yourself over the fence and kind of throw your body over.
Yeah.
The top of the dryer came to like a point, so I threw my body, and sure enough, I heard a little pop, and at first I was like, oh boy, It's the same sound that we usually wrecks me for, the
Pardon?
next.
What was that?
Nice. But anyway, yeah. So not so good. And you had brought up uh, earlier KAHLIL.
Yeah. Some say
Um,
KAHLIL, DJ KAHLIL.
Well, he made all his money he was in the tire business. It was KAHLIL's Wheels.
Oh,
Um,
nice,
yeah,
nice.
down in Venice Beach, little shop, and then I grew it from there.
Well, yeah, he's a bit of a scumbag. I got to be honest with you. Like, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I get his bet. But he again, what was he on? Colombia, I think, is where he was having his little anti-Israel sort of things going on.
I, I don't. Is it Colombia or not?
It's the one in the
I
city,
think
right?
yeah. I want to say like Ecuador, but I think it's Colombia. Um,
What?
who?
I'm talking about the school Columbia.
Oh. I know me. Oh my God, you can't even get my sarcasm anymore.
Well, if that was your sarcasm or some kind of a joke, no, sir, that was terrible.
Oh,
I can't allow that.
all right. Well, I thought it was a playoff of countries in the South America.
We're trying to have a conversation here.
Okay, you're right. Why would I try? All right, could we rewind? All right,
Um,
never mind. Never mind. Muriel hit the ivories.
maybe I'll just go. I'll just go. It's fine. You can just. I don't need to be here for
All right, I'm back.
that. So anyway, they look to revoke his green card or temporary status or whatever, and they put him into custody and immigration. He was let out. Now he's trying to sue the Trump administration. And honey, if you can pull that up, the Mahmoud Khalil story, that would be awesome.
Also made a lot of money with mood rings, but he
Nice
had a spin
Mahmoud
on it.
rings. I love it.
Yep.
Nice. Those things ever
Is it-
work for you?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. No, I based a lot of my life on it. I wake up, I slip that baby on. I was about to go out and go like say jogging or train for like a triathlon. I look, boom, mood, unmotivated. I said,
Now,
son of a bitch, I am unmotivated. I don't want to do it. I've
Mhm.
had other days where I put it on mood, crime fighting. I go out, I'm fucking fighting crime, Rex. Fucking ring is insane.
Wow. Now you tried to develop a mood suppository. How did that go?
Um, Again, it was okay.
Did it work out in the end?
That was the whole. I wonder how long you had that in your pocket. Um,
Well, I
and you were
mean,
just waiting to find context.
I can't imagine that I would have had a mood suppository joke just hanging around.
I got to tell you though, that's where I disagree. There's a lot of shit that I just want you to know. Because you're always thinking and you're always jotting, and you're smart enough to know when, like, you know what, I might be able to somehow use that later on. It's original, you know what I mean. But you might have thought about it in the grocery store, you know what I mean. Again, you're good. You're fucking good, bro.
Well, I
Ain't no lie.
appreciate that, but that wasn't off the cuff. That wasn't one that I had written down. So,
Well, with that being said, either way, kudos to you.
all right. So, we'll bring up that story for Mahmoud Khalil.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Okay.
I'm sick of you taking control. Hold on. Now we'll bring up that story from you know who. He's like an eagle, watch him fly, fly.
All right. Let's scroll down a little bit. Mahmoud Khalil seeks $20 million from the Trump administration or an apology. So, I want to get down to one specific line. He says he was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement for more than 3 months. They push for his deportation, alleges false arrest and imprisonment, malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and other alleged wrongdoings. But here, let's just scroll down a little bit. He says something here, and again, I don't know if you know this, but I let my my law license expire, so I haven't passed the bar again. But he said in a press release he would accept in lieu of payment an official apology and abandonment of the administration's unconstitutional policy.
Whoa,
So,
whoa, 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 whoa.
right.
Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. But okay, so wait. Let me understand this. So you have him negotiating, or I'm sorry, what negotiating, or there's another word, white knuckling,
No.
blackmailing.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that uh, trying to bribe an elected official? I mean, it seems very blatant to me.
Again, and then how would he defend that, Rexy? Honestly, how can he defend that? Would he say he's being, oh, I'm being symbolic or something? Could he say?
Yeah, I read it 2 or 3 times to make sure I was reading it right. And again, you know, I can't be the only person who notices that, but that's blatant blackmail and bribery of an elected official. I don't know how else you spend that.
Again, 100% agreed. 100% agreed. It's like, again, it's almost one of those things that when we were talking about the Epstein list disappearing type deal, it's the same mentality where when people speak, don't they understand that it has there's consequences to what they're saying? Or again, I'm no genius when it comes, and again, I get away with being entertainment. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here.
You are being entertainment. I agree.
Being entertaining. We don't. I'm done. Go ahead. You take over.
Well, again, I was trying to bolster your claim. I think you are being entertainment, and I support you in that.
I get a kick out of myself sometimes.
Yeah, just don't hurt yourself. I don't want you to laugh too hard. That's why I'm trying to keep the comedy to a dull roar here.
No, you're doing a great job of it.
Thank you. Wait a minute.
Well, wait. No, and I meant it. All I'm going to say from now on is opposites.
KAHLIL, a green card holder married to a U.S. citizen, was detained by ICE agents in his New York apartment building in March, the first high-profile pro-Palestinian activist to be detained by ICE during the administration of President Donald Trump, who had vowed to crush the campus protests, calling them hotbeds of anti-Semitism. Now, again, as far as the status goes, I believe that the State Department has carte blanche to negate and evict anybody that they want, I believe.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are rules to having a green card.
Right.
And I think at any time, for any reason, they can invoke the right to revoke.
Right. Now, that being said, I don't particularly agree with the Trump administration deporting him on this grounds. I can probably be persuaded either way, but
Wait. I want to know, clarify point. I just clarify.
Sure. Point of order.
Why? Point of order, Senator. I want to. Are you using like a free speech thing for him?
No, I just don't think it's really all that important. I think it's we shouldn't be, wasting political capital on something so insignificant. If he wants to, spout on about Hamas, whatever, as long as he's not physically or intimidating or impeding the Jewish people from going in and out of class. If he just wants to, that doesn't. Again, I don't agree with him, but again, I don't think that we should be spending our time on this kind of nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think there's I do agree, but there is a very fine line with being able to, support a terrorist, regime.
Well, what are you defining as support?
Well, again, our allies, whether we like it or not, and whether they should or shouldn't be, um, it's they were the ones that were attacked. October 7th was what kind of sparked it off even more, gave
Right.
them where they feel like it gave Israel carte blanche to do what they want to do.
I don't like that we've said carte blanche twice in this episode.
You know what? Hopefully, I was either ignoring you, or I didn't hear it, or did I say it?
No, I said it the first time.
Thank God.
Hmm.
So, I'm like, but anyway, I apologize for using that word again. I really didn't have anything else.
That's all right. You always have a bee in your bonnet. Go ahead.
Fuck.
Bee?
You know what happened. Got stung.
Yeah.
So you get for having a bee in your bonnet.
And again, going back to your original question about the First Amendment, I don't think that I'm a strong believer that the Bill of Rights only applies to citizens. So I don't think he has that protection, so to speak. I just think it's silly for us to be wasting our time with things like this because it's not a good look. It doesn't do anything for us. And again, as long as he's not providing material support or causing harm to to U.S. citizens or people, you know what I mean? If he's not breaking any other laws or any laws in general, and not providing material support to actually Hamas, then again, this is a non-starter for me. But he doesn't have any ground to sue anybody. Again, because I believe the State Department has carte blanche to do what they want to. So that's that.
Yep, and let me say again that I 100% agree with you. We shouldn't be wasting
our. Back.
Yep. But they, I was only trying to play devil's advocate because I'm not doing it, because
my legs.
I don't want to hurt. Yeah, it'll hurt me. Because I gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. There's no way. Because I gotta do say it with your chest, boy. I can't even yell, so it's not even gonna happen today. I can't even do my fake outrage, nothing.
I appreciate that anyway.
Well, I don't.
Outrage.
Yeah. Again, I think maybe very rare that I get very angry on the show here.
Yeah, it's usually
real
false
life
bravado anyway.
Yeah, one thing I can't get excited and go crazy, but that's the one thing I don't have. I am like I said, I'm so nice. People think I'm fucking retarded. With that being said, and I take baths and I drink tea. I swear to God, I'm just I'm good over here. There's nothing fake as far as my bravado goes. My machismo goes. That's all. It is what it is.
Right,
I'm
fine.
a very nice man. That's all I'm saying. I'm a very nice person.
That's fine. So did you catch any of the Candace Nick Fuentes discussion debate?
Yeah, I think you have to call him like NJF. I don't think you're even allowed to say his name. Or what happens is at midnight your head explodes. And then a little angel comes down and goes, "I told you." Yeah, he's known as the devil. Don't you know that?
Yeah. Prior to this, how much exposure did you have?
Richard?
Yes.
Prior.
I got it. I liked it.
No, I'm saying
yes.
Prior. I was leading you back to. I'm sorry. Prior to what?
Prior to the interview or discussion with Candace, how much exposure did you have of him?
I mean, what do you mean exposure? Like I've never seen him nude. You know what I mean? Is that what you mean, like exposure?
You really do make this difficult. You know that.
Okay. I've never taken pictures of him either. What are you getting at?
Have you ever heard him talk? Have you ever heard?
Yeah.
Him...
Oh, yeah. Okay. I heard a few things.
That's what I mean by exposure.
Oh my God! Get the freak out of here! All right. I've always associated with somebody just like, being crude or you know what I mean.
Yeah, you would. You can't get your mind out of the gutter. There's an alternate life. Wow,
unbelievable! Who knew? All right. Well, hey, you learn something new every day. With that being said, yeah, I've had, you see clips of them, and then and in our space, you find a lot of people that again, he's so young, bro. He's so young that
so you're turned on by him. Is that what you're saying?
What was that?
You
Cute
turned
remark I
on.
made. Why do you have to go in the gutter? You got your freaking family there, you pig.
I'm not the
God.
one who's turned on
Again,
by exposed Nick Fuentes.
we're talking about pictures of Nick Fuentes. Is that the exposed we're talking about, or one of the new ones that you brought up?
Again,
Because
I'm just
now you're using this word all willy nilly. Now you know what I mean. Who knows what that
okay.
means?
I don't want you saying Nick Fuentes exposure and willy nilly in the same sentence.
Okay, but now is that also like an expose, or is that just saying the same thing in French?
Um, you know what? They probably have the same Latin origin. Can you
Mhm.
look up your origins and just find out if that's true?
And actually, look up the origin of origin. Really see if you can fuck with the computer.
It has to do with oranges, I believe.
I love it. I
Mm.
love it. And I've seen clips of him. The problem with Nick Fuentes is that he's like I said, he is so young still, and he started so young, and he was always a MAGA guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But then he did morph, and he actually kind of says it. I think in the interview, there's a point in the interview where he says like, and then all of a sudden, I'm paraphrasing, but he actually did kind of like, and correct me if I'm wrong, put it out there like, like one day I just realized, you know what, I don't like the Jews. You know what I mean? And this is all fucked up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he said, and again, I'm being hyperbolic because he did say, listen, I don't hate old Jewish people, but
Yeah. Can we cut that footer saying that? No, thanks.
What do you mean?
Hates the Jews.
Why do I get dark all of a sudden and then light all of a sudden? Why doesn't the camera just want to do what it wants to do?
I don't know. I'm guessing it has something to do with the fact that you can't light up your studio ever. You like to be dark and mysterious. Freaking Frankie Darko. So, anyway, I haven't had a whole lot of exposure to him. I'm talking about speech. I didn't know what he looked like. I haven't heard him talk. I didn't know, his positions or whatever. Again, I remember stories about him getting kicked off of a lot of platforms. I know at one point somebody came up to his house and I think he either pepper sprayed him or he got pepper sprayed
I saw
or
that.
something.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know he's very anti-Semitic. I know he doesn't believe in mixed race marriages for some reason. And that's the thing is
he made his bones. His first big come upper was going around to his own party and saying, if we're all Christians, why are we accepting, gay marriage, or why are we accepting homosexuality? That was like his come up,
Okay.
and then his original come up, which got him his first little hey, who the fuck is this guy? He better.
When he got a little heat.
Right, exactly. And then I think the second one that really kind of blew him up was oh god, what was basically he was saying, to paraphrase, if I remember correctly, he was saying how it really, because remember he was with everybody from the Daily Wire,
Right.
Who were some of the ones he worked with? He kept naming the one woman specifically. I know Ben, but Shapiro. But who else?
Cassie Dillon, I think his name.
Cassie something.
Yeah.
And again, he kept bringing her up, and
yeah, I don't know who that is. And he said that she changed her name to something else. But
okay, well, that's great. Yeah, sorry, I apologize.
I didn't say anything.
I was about to do it. It blows my mind that he was really just asking questions like around his colleagues and friends, and because they were all Jewish, or were big supporters of Israel.
Andrew Klavan, for example.
Right. And then I don't, and I think that Cassie girl wasn't Jewish, but a big Israel supporter, and ended up becoming Jewish, if I remember. He was saying
well, maybe that's why she changed her name or something. Again, I don't know this person, but
yeah, I don't either. But from the research I did, I think that's what it said from the interview.
Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of people talk about the horseshoe theory of politics, where, the extreme left and the extreme right almost end up meeting at the top of the horseshoe. You know what I mean? You got to know kind of like where the exit ramp is before you go off the cliff.
Yeah.
Because his again, I don't go deep
Whoa.
into his theory. So it seems to me that and the left does it all the time too, and obviously with the extreme right they do it too. If you don't really give a lot of deep consideration and consider nuance and things or whatever, you tend to, on a very surface level, take things to their extreme conclusions um, and end up becoming either a racist or a homophobe or a xenophobe or whatever, because you don't consider the human element or can take into consider nuance and understanding you don't have to completely understand or believe what the other side's saying, but you do have to consider where they're coming from, so at least um, where they're coming from. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and I'll couple that with, think of everything you said, and then I would also add that his age being so young, and look, the bottom line is he leaned into it. His first big, as you said, catching some heat. Um, did and again, I think he said he only had like 1,000 people a week or something listening to his show,
Right.
something of that nature. Maybe only like 100 people in the live chat when all this shit started for him. So I think, like I said, between being so young, and as you put it, he's not there yet, understanding and breaking things down.
Right.
Except for he's looking at it, I think, at very surface level. You know what I
Right.
mean? And then, and again, leaning into exactly what gave him the heat, and being young, and looking, he fucking earned, bro. He earned from, as an influencer, and being, villainized. He's earned a lot.
Right.
I'd love to know his net worth. You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would, considering since you're such a simp for Nick Fuentes, you would know that already.
again, the man. I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to say. But what I know of him and what I've heard, the man is an absolute fool. Uh,
Yeah.
He's an absolute fucking, and I say this is where the joke hat comes off. Um, he's a fucking racist piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I believe that he is deep down in his soul. But with that being said, again, he's leaned into it. It's not right.
Well,
Hopefully he changes.
he's as stupid as 99.9% of everybody his age are. And even Candace will talk about when she was his age. She was a bleeding heart liberal feminist, and obviously came to a conclusion. The problem that he's going to face is that it's going to be hard to dig himself out of the piece of shit racist um, scumbag that he's portraying now, even if he does come to some sort of uh, you know uh,
He's done. There's no, I mean, not he's done. He has been done.
right.
Now, again, Candace giving him, a platform like this, she's gonna, she's already taking enough shit as is, and rightly so. But, or just push back in general with her fucking. She, again, you said it best. A lot of the things she says is right.
Yeah, she's
A lot of
absolutely
it,
right about Brigitte Macron. Just so you know.
well, again, I can I can I can give two shits. I really don't care. You know what I mean? What? Oh, um, I can care less if she's right or wrong. And if she's
Good.
right, that's cool. You know what I mean? If she's not, I don't give a fuck. You know, but she's a whack job in general on a lot of the shit. You know. Um,
Well, again, I know you have that point, and again, there's some things I don't agree with her on, but she does her
yeah.
homework. Um, uh, she does provide a lot of compelling evidence for her stance.
Well, there you go. No, stop. Let me just say that you just nailed it, though. She had compelling evidence for her stance, and then the other guy has compelling evidence for his stance that contradicts everything that she said. So,
Yeah, I'm just saying I've listened to a lot of her. Like again, I don't agree on a lot of her talk about Freud and him just being a simp for pedophiles and those kind of things. Again, that gets a little in the weeds for me. But her stance on vaccines, very compelling.
Again, but not just her stance. Pretty standard if you're against vaccines.
But again, I'm just saying her opinion on it is
Right.
is
No,
compelling.
I'm not pushing back, bro.
But you kind of are. You're like, it's not her stance. It's a lot of people. Okay, well, I'm just saying the way she looks at it, it does ring true in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah. No, it's true.
But anyway, so we do have some of that
You have a guest?
interview if you wanted to watch a little. Yeah, Candace is coming on. She's going to be here in a minute.
Yeah. Again, very chocolatey, that girl. Especially right after the pregnancy. I don't know why. That last interview that she had with Tucker. Is that the one? Oh no, with Pierce Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way the lighting was, I'm telling you, she looked like you know when you get those freaking Easter bunny candies, chocolate bunnies during
Yep.
Easter. Like the texture of it, almost like a glossy milk chocolate.
Yep.
You take like if you scratched it with your finger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She looked like
remember when you were a
hard clay.
kid, when you'd get so excited, then you'd freaking find out it was hollow.
Yeah. Well, when I grow up and I get rich, I'm gonna have solid filled gold in there.
It seems like it would be bad on the teeth.
Yeah, but then, yeah. Okay, I melt
probably weigh
gold
like 30
down.
pounds.
Oh yeah, no, I like a heavy bunny.
Name my band in high school.
I know. I freaking believe me. You think, I loved your single. Hop to it.
Nice. Rabbit Walk. I particularly cared for.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well, my thing was "Here We Are" was your big one.
Jesus. Yeah. My Lucky Foot. Pardon?
Wow.
All right, so if you want to, we can watch a little bit of. Again, we're not going to watch a ton of it, but just so we know who the players are in the game here.
Yeah, we both know we're going to do that either way. I happen to want to do it, so it worked out great.
Perfect.
Thank you for asking.
You absolutely talk a lot about me included. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to invite you onto the podcast because a lot of your videos have been going viral. Obviously, it will not surprise you to learn that according to the media, you might be the most evil person in the world.
They say that about me, yes. That's my reputation.
And definitely anti-Semitic, racist, right. Misogynist. There have been real fears of people speaking about your Groyper movement. So I did something before this interview is I went back into my phone and wrote Nick Fuentes. I wanted to try to remember the first time that I actually heard your name. And it was in 2019, a text message that somebody had shared with me that Ashley St. Clair had been fired from Turning Point USA.
The first one came up. It was this Mexican restaurant right off, La Cienega Boulevard. But then, what about you?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, that might have missed. Sorry, everybody.
It's all right.
Speaking about Ashley St. Clair and had mentioned that she got in trouble a while back or whenever it happened because she took a photo with you and that you were this big anti-Semite. And then later that year, I had a conversation about the Groypers. It was something that I had never seen before, who were showing up on college campuses and asking questions about conservatism to various speakers, whether it was Rob Smith, Dave Rubin, and asking, hey, if we're conservatives, why are we promoting gay people?
Right.
You're the person that is the face of that movement. So
yes.
Can you just tell me, I guess, a little bit about Nick Fuentes before the Groyper movement?
Sure. Well, yeah, that was my big claim to fame. That was kind of when I came on the map in 2019.
Ew.
But before that, I was at RSBN. Right Side Broadcasting Network. I was a freshman in college. I was 18 years old. I was at Boston University, and I was a big pro-Trump guy, and I was very into politics, extremely political. But like a lot of people, I was pretty mainstream. I was very pro-Israel, libertarian, big PragerU viewer, Ben Shapiro fan, all that kind of stuff. But of course, in 2016, everything changed. You had the rise of the alternative right. And so it's guys like Jordan Peterson and Stefan Molyneux and Richard Spencer and Jared Taylor.
It's funny that
And
he
of
puts
course,
Jordan
Trump
Peterson
being, king of them all.
and Richard Spencer
So
in
in
the same
2016,
boat.
everything changed.
And
I
it's
became
funny. They're
very,
probably like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah,
we're dead."
yeah. Again,
Like, you stop. Don't bring us up. We want nothing to do with you.
yeah, right.
racialist, very pro-white, very critical of Israel, very aware of the Jewish phenomenon that's happening in the country. And so I went to the college campus. I was freshman, 18, and I did a big debate with the student body president at the school. And it was kind of weird how it came together. I was pretty vocal on Twitter, didn't have a big following, maybe 200 followers, but I was wearing a MAGA hat everywhere I went, cafeteria, to class, down the street. And I became known on the campus as that guy wearing the MAGA hat. And I would go on Twitter and I'd talk about my experience. People are picking on me. People are saying they were going to beat me up. People are threatening me, stuff like that. And I said, I was defiant. I was very pro-Trump in spite of all that.
He has a very punchable face.
And so I got a lot of flack from the
Sure.
liberals on the campus, the Democrats, and one of these groups, Young Americans for Liberty, they came in and contacted me and said, would you want to set up a debate on the
All
campus
right, I
with
can
one of your
continue to watch this
detractors?
forever, but
One of the people
we don't really need to. I just wanted
Yeah,
to.
and we can pick a nice chunk and do a reaction.
Yeah, I think
to
we
it.
will do that. But
I think I'd like to do where one day we pick a time each where we get to pick where we're in control of the one segment, and we do anything we want to do from soup to nuts, a story on it for the entire show, whether you like it or not, or whether I like it or not. We take it like a man.
all right, that's fine. We can talk about show prep at some other time. I'll put that in my notes if that's okay.
Oh,
No,
Well, yeah, I thought maybe it would spark something in chat, but what do I know?
Did you just call me a wino?
No. I said you're as strong as a rhino.
Oh, you saw my tattoo, I guess.
That's a rhino?
Yeah, this here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I for some reason, that's weird. That's funny. I thought it was an otter with like an infection on the top of his head.
Seems like it would be an odd choice. Yeah, show that tattoo if you have of Charlie Brown shooting up. I like that one.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll do that. Oh, wait, hold on. Why don't you show your Tweety bird giving the finger on your inner thigh?
The funny thing is the Yosemite Sam on the other side, throwing up the peace sign, and
Which really brings it home. Yes, the yin and the yang. And
Yeah.
by the way, show the yin and the yang symbol that you have in the back of your neck.
I had that removed, and I actually had it relocated to the top of my foot.
I wish you had it removed with a hatchet, to be honest with you.
Why would you do that? That would kill me.
Fuck. Whatever. We're not going to play today? All right, no problem.
I'm just saying. I don't know why you'd want to harm me. I'm just
Again, you used to be funny. Remember, like when we used to say, like, yeah, yeah, you did a show with Enya. Yeah, I hope you end your life. Oh, everybody laughed. It was great. I guess we've matured since then.
Well, again, I'm just trying to keep your laughing to a minimum. So
again,
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I felt like I've done a pretty good job of that for the last 13 years. So,
I wouldn't say that about you. I think you're a very funny man.
oh, really? Go on.
No, that's it. That's all you got.
No. Go ahead. Go on. I have no problem. Again,
It all really goes downhill from here. Do you really want to go ahead?
Whoa. All right. We'll be back right after this, everybody. Copperhead Road Podcast. Enjoy. Davenport. I can't even, bro. I can't even. Fuck. I can't. I'm gonna give you my bet. Oh my God, no. Davenport. That's the best I can give you. I can't give any oomph.
Well, you can probably still do your walking, which is good.
No. I said no. Again, it's all because of the rib, maybe. You know, and not the injured rib. I was having ribs earlier, and sometimes the stickiness of the rib sauce.
Did we ever
doesn't
talk
allow me.
about it? Beef or pork for you?
Again, I'm not a huge ribs guy, but
Me neither.
I think that I would like a well prepared like barbecue rib. I don't think I've ever had one. But all I've had was like this Chinese spare ribs, the boneless Chinese spare ribs.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, bro. Bro, do you ask me questions to mock me?
No,
that what
you
we
had
do
asked
here?
me the question, which gave me some kind of like an aficionado vibe from you. You're like, hey, you like beef or pork ribs?
No, you said that to me.
Nah.
No, you said that to me.
No. You need to do some soul search in there.
Was that the name of your barbecue place? Is that why you're so? It was your barbecue and soul food spot.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
apostrophe, of course.
Yeah, and you owned it with Warren Sapp. You guys were partners.
Yeah, he that's a big mother. Shut your mouth. You a big Sapp fan? Are you? You a big Warren Sapp fan?
I don't like the fact that he got beat up by cops. I don't like that, and I know he gets picked on in his area. I don't like that. Whoa, picked on him. Never mind.
That's brutal.
Hey, where's Mike from WFO?
He's not in chat today. He could be doing family stuff. He does
Unacceptable.
He does it on Saturdays.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, so that's
Muriel,
me.
can you get him on the horn, please?
Well, yesterday when I was doing a show, he had said that he had something to do today.
Yeah, but then you should have told him at that moment. Hey, no. Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Well, we did a show yesterday, and
I remember.
Well, remember because he called you and he asked you to come on. He told me he said that.
No, that never happened. And the thing is, yes, we did do a show yesterday. I remember the show. So you said we did a show yesterday.
Yeah,
I
me
remember
and Mike.
that. It's not my name. You both know it's not my name.
Right? No, I'm talking about before the thing that you and I do. I did the big show with Mike.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's the big? The big show.
Well, that's what he calls it. He calls it the big show. Remember, because he called. He asked you to come on. He said he told me he called you.
I mean, I'm gonna maybe because was it the other? Oh, maybe the other day when you know what? Maybe the other day when I had no phone the other day because my phone broke. Probably like 3 or 4 days ago. Not yesterday. You're mistaken.
Oh, well, hey, accidents do happen. Maybe it was just a mishap.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't have me in his Rolodex. Maybe somebody like messed around on his desk in his office.
Maybe you're maybe he doesn't have you under the correct name. I'll ask because he said he talked to you.
No,
let me
no,
see.
I didn't. I didn't talk to him.
Oh, I got his message. He says I talked to Foots. He said he might be on. I'll let you know by 4:30. He said.
Yeah, I can't yell right now, but pretend. You know how I yell? Like I get excited.
Yeah.
So picture this. What I'm going to say though, in that tone, right?
Yeah, you'd be like your ass.
No. I'm going to go a different one.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go. He's a goddamn liar.
Ow! My ribs hurt too because I threw up this morning. Ow!
Oh, that's good. It's nice to see your bulimia is still strong and virtuous. Hey, look. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting an extra large shirt that just says "I beat bulimia." Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's funny. And you know what? Let's just stay off the. Well, again, that was going to make me laugh because I had a joke that was going to tag to it. About smelling like throw up. But anyway, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what that would be.
Oh God, it was a good one.
Yeah.
Yep, and then it segged right into a Karen Carpenter song.
Wow.
Yo, that was fucking good.
Yeah, that's why I said wow.
Yeah. You've only just begun. Is that the Carpenters?
I believe so. Yes.
God, I hope so. Because I had one shot because I don't know many Carpenter songs, and not that I'm embarrassed if I did. But yeah, and again, never mind. Oof. Thank God I pulled the ripcord on that one. Wow.
Sometimes it's not a bad idea. Sometimes it's nice to know that you have it there. Whoa!
I'll tell you some.
I hate fucking coasters.
Again, we'll keep all right. No theme parks for Rex. Make a note, everybody.
Drink coasters, everybody. I'm talking about drink coasters.
Yeah. How are you with the roller coasters?
We've only just begun.
How are you at roller coasters?
I love roller coasters. How about you?
Yeah, I'm scared of them, but I do them.
What are you scared of?
I don't know. I don't know.
Screaming like a bitch?
Pardon?
Screaming like a bitch?
Oh, God. No.
Well, you
it's
can't
not
be
even that.
scared of the safety portion of it because you're perfectly safe.
Well, again, that's the way I justify it to go on it. But, you know, I do run the scenarios of like, what if this thing just goes flying off, you know? But I'm usually, like I said, if I'm going on when I'm going with my kids, so I'm more worried about, you know, my prayers are more of, you know, keep us safe for them, you know, or if a car does have to fly off, let it be the, you know, foreigners behind me.
Yeah, I mean, there is some that I don't care for because it'll make me nauseous, like the pirate ship that swings back and forth and goes up and over.
Oh, fuck, that hurt. But, oh, my God. I'm so glad you brought, okay. Yo, no joke. And you ask anybody from Long Island, okay, they'll know this place. It was called Adventureland. It was like a baby, you know, Great Adventure is or Six Flags is.
Sure.
Okay, well, it was Adventureland. Okay, and it was in Long Island, and it was like a baby Six Flags, right? A real baby one.
So like
okay?
3 Flags.
Yeah, yeah, right. Fuck, I can't laugh. But anyway, so, yo, I swear on my eyes. All right, I was in that bucket thing, the pirate ship, right, up and down, for whatever reason, because when they lock you in, it's done by like if you wanted to, if you suck in your stomach all the way,
Yeah, the ratcheting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So what I did when he pushed it closer, right, I was kind of puffed out a little bit because I didn't want to be too constricted, meaning, you know, I hate when it whatever, you know, just wasn't thinking it out very much.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it does click back in more if you could do it. Right. But anyway, point is, I didn't do it. And Rexy, they came to a point when we got at our highest point.
Yeah.
That I was actually this happened. Like I was coming up out of when it came up to the tippy top, my entire bottom half was coming up. Like my ass was coming up to like the top of the thing where I was holding on to the fucking thing.
Ooh.
If I wasn't like pushing back against the back, I could have easily flipped out. You know what I mean?
Jesus. I'm glad you did.
Okay, me too. Thank you for that. No. But anyway, that, oh my God, I haven't thought about that in so long. You triggered that.
I didn't mean to trigger you.
No, it's fine. Fuck, I totally fucking forgot about that.
You know, it's funny. I was, again, in my head, I was thinking every time you're holding your ribs like that, I keep thinking of the guy that Henry wasted 3 aprons on when he walks into the what was it, a butcher or a baker or whatever that Henry was working at in Goodfellas. Hey, wasted 3 aprons on this guy. Remember when he got stabbed or shot or whatever, and he's holding his freaking side?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's funny. That's good.
Yeah,
that's a good reference. Yeah, I'm holding in them. So
you ever throw up on a roller coaster?
Never.
No.
Never. Nope. Never got sick on a roller coaster. Never. The only time I've ever felt really sick was on a boat. And again, I've been on boats when I haven't been sick.
Yeah.
But one time where I really was, I went deep, like the deep sea, like a charter boat, I think they call it.
Did you go fishing?
Yeah, like charter fishing. Yeah.
How'd you do?
I was a little. I don't remember. Probably not good.
Well.
Or I would remember.
Yeah.
It was a long. I mean, I'm talking, fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah. Well. Did you go on the Sound?
No, bro. That's the thing. Remember, I went out our vacation. I was an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Montauk Point.
Right.
So it was big time fishing.
Right, but you probably went out on the Sound.
No, they're not the Long Island Sound. It'd be the ocean.
All right. Well, I'm just saying that lot of big
They were
fishing
like-
goes on in the Sound.
Oh, okay. Because I thought deep sea fishing. I didn't know that was in the Sound. I thought that was more.
Yeah,
of
I
the,
mean, again, you can certainly go out into the ocean, but like if you're going striper fishing, which is typically what the charter boats go for. I mean, you can go out for tuna.
well,
but-
I picked fishing. You know what I mean? I didn't want the striping.
All right, moving on.
You said striper fishing, and I said fishing.
I get it. It's like if you go, you want super salad. Yes, I'll take the super salad. Okay, let's get a small salad. I don't need the super one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too, I guess.
Well, that actually happened to one of my friends. It was hilarious to watch. Like, would you like
Oh.
a super salad? Yes.
There was something funny today that happened. I was talking to the owner of the course today, and the phone rang, and he went and picked up the phone, and he does a speakerphone. The guy's like, hey, I was like, can I make a tea time or whatever for what? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, what's the last name? Right. The guy gives it to him. He's like, all right, you got a good email? The guy gives it to him, and he's like, oh, and yeah, what your blood type? And the guy's like, wait, what? I'm sorry, what? He's like, your blood type. And the guy's like, my blood type? And he goes, it's just a new thing we're doing. We get the blood type every time we do a tea time. And all of a sudden, the guy's like, are you kidding? And then John started laughing. It was funny
That's hilarious.
because it was a real natural reaction.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he didn't. I didn't know it was coming. Ew. And it was really funny. It was really funny.
That's good stuff. I like that. All right,
Why are
so
you writing it down?
I'm not. I'm just looking down at my notes here so I can tell you what we're going to do next. If that's all right. No, I'm sorry. Let me ask. I don't want to tell you anything. I know you get offended if you're not part of the creative process.
Yeah. I just feel like nobody really wants to include me. And then when I say that, you go, oh, I sent you this or that. And I think you just kind of cherry pick, of my good and bad.
All right, so that's something else I got to talk to Mike about.
Why are you jotting?
What's that?
You said. I'm sorry, you misspoke. It's funny. Jen. It's Jen and Ramona.
Right. That's what I said. Right. I said Jen.
I don't know. You said. Oh, maybe you were talking about your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll go with that. All right, so we got two things left. Dealer's choice. You can tell me what you'd like to talk about first. We got the Tyler Perry story, or we got the mountain lion thing.
Well, let me see. Let's go. Can we combine the two and have Tyler Perry get attacked by a mountain lion?
I'd love it, actually.
It happens in a very sassy way.
Can he be dressed like Medea when it happens?
Yeah, I think you can. And you know what? Let's poke all the fun we want, but the man's sitting on a pile of keshish.
He does have some money, I've heard.
Yeah, he is one rich dude. Yep.
Why did you hand sign an N?
Yeah, yes.
Letter
You know what?
with it.
I hope that I was talking. The camera was probably on me. I have no doubt it was. My arms are folded. And stop with the implications, you shitbag.
Actually, that was an insinuation, not an implication. So do you want to talk about Tyler Perry or the mountain lion?
Mountain lion's fun.
All right, so we'll do the Tyler Perry thing. I'm just kidding. The mountain lion.
No, you should have committed. You fuck. I'm telling you, next time. Hold on, breaking down the wall. Hey, Rex, next time, commit. Fuck that. Commit. You go to the opposite story. All right, we're back. Wait, what'd you say? What story? No. I said I wanted the mountain lion. See, I tried to get right back into character, and you kind of.
I know. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to.
Listen, when I played Dumb and Adorable, bro, I can't just turn it on and off like it's a marital aid.
Yeah, hang on a second. That was funny. It's in that same email, honey. It's the thing in between the two pictures. You see it? Okay, so we'll do the
Stop
mountain
calling
lion
me
thing.
honey on the air, bro. It embarrasses
I'll
me.
call you whatever I
private
want
is
to,
fine.
you adorable little guy.
Not little, but
All right, so let me just set this up quick. There's a woman who's has some kind of, again, I can't imagine she's filming this with her phone. She's got to have like some kind of a GoPro thing going on. But she's on a hike.
Oh my God, I'm shoulder up and frowny eyebrowed. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
No problem. No problem.
God.
All right. So
frowny brow and shoulder up. Never good for the story.
it isn't. It can cause issues. All right. So anyway, this woman has a GoPro on or something, and she's being chased by a mountain lion.
I had a major record deal. What's this bitch trying to prove?
I don't know. It's not always
She's
about
a
you.
big shot?
Go ahead and roll the tape,
Oh.
Phyllis.
No.
Terrifying
Yes,
moments
yes,
on a
yes.
Southern California trail.
No.
A local hiker suddenly face to face with a mountain lion.
And it would walk.
No, it
and
sounds like
look at
everyone in your
me,
high school
and walk
dates.
a little more and look at
Oh,
me. And
you
I
little
was-
son of a...
that was terrifying.
Courtney Rasura was hiking
Your hair
alone
is
on the Grizzly
terrifying.
Iron Trail in Ojai, California on July 3rd when she says she spotted a mountain lion in a nearby bush. She says she immediately went into survival mode and her instincts
Yeah,
kicked in.
that's freaky.
I'd put my arms
What
up,
an
I'd
idiot.
yelled at it.
Again,
I said,
the
"Go
black
away,
guy
go
coming up
away."
is just
It knew I was
delightful.
there, obviously, at that point. I didn't feel like it was gonna run down at me.
Experts say Rasura did exactly what you're supposed to do if you and a mountain lion come face to face.
What this woman did, which was very clever, is she asserted herself as not being prey.
Forrest Galante is a wildlife expert and biologist. He says mountain lion sightings
I thought you were
across the
supposed to
United States
cut your
are
arm and
not
roll around on the
atypical,
ground.
including unconfirmed sightings in places where mountain lions haven't been seen in years, like
Do you want
this
me-
large
can you
cat-like
pause
animal
it?
who
Yeah,
was
pause
caught
it.
on a ring camera in Rochester, New York.
Again, what I hate this is again fake news, misinformation. Everybody knows if you encounter a mountain lion, if you're face to face with a mountain lion, you always approach the mountain lion. You get low, you stare it dead in the eye, and then you expose your neck and kind of run at it because they're afraid of necks.
I've heard that actually.
Yes, so that's really your head flies back, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get low, like in like a stalking position, because it likes to feel that it likes to feel challenged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll gain its respect, and usually at the end of the day, you guys high five him in the paw, obviously your hand, and everybody walks away with their dignity in their intact.
Yeah. I mean, my option B here is to run as fast as you can and jump off a cliff. That's what I do.
The problem is it happens to me sometimes. I don't know if I had a very, very popular survival gear
Yeah.
company. It was made out of raw meat. So,
Okay.
you would you'd have like a beef belt. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It seemed to, for some reason, we had a lot of lawsuits about people saying that it was attracting wild animals. For me,
Really?
yeah. I always kind of like, my defense was no. When they think it's food and they come at them, they realize, oh my God, this food is big and scary. So I'm going to stay away from it. You see?
Yeah, because
So
you're
that's
adding
kinda how I
weight.
recognize
You know what I mean? You're adding girth and weight, which is what they tell you to get big.
Exactly. So, and again, it was usually bears and other wild animals. The bears really, we had a lot of attacks. One of the big sellers were salmon socks. You know what I mean? So, again, we had a lot of feet taken off by bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I typically just try to run through all the special moves of Street Fighter. I give him the E Honda 100 hand and try to use that.
that's one way.
I've tried to do the Blanca electric thing, but I can't really generate a charge. So that has not worked for me.
Right. Have you ever tried? What I used to teach in my tactical classes. Everywhere you go, you always keep a mouthful of hot sauce in your mouth.
Perfect.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yep. So then, if you see one, right, and you're face to face, you spit hot sauce right into its eyes.
I like that. And if
You
you're
know?
thirsty, you can just drink a little bit of it.
Again, we don't recommend that in
Oh.
our tactical force because then again, you know what I mean. You run out. Now, if you want to, maybe if you get attacked by a few gophers on the way, but make sure you save the main load for the bear.
Now, have you had a problem with gopher attacks?
Only when I call you, go for Rex.
That was beautiful. If
Thank
anybody was actually in on the joke, they'd find that funny.
I know. No, again, no. The biggest thing, my biggest issue was sea otters. Is my problem.
Yeah, I typically avoid that by not going near the sea. That seems to work for me.
No, otters in general. I'm sorry, maybe not sea otters. Just
What about
otters.
eveners?
They're fine.
Okay.
They're fine.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to get. I'd like to start a new boot company. It's going to be otter skin boots.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have that going for me. Again, people from OtterBox that do the phone cases try to sue me, but
Well,
again, ridiculous.
You were running into problems because you weren't actually removing the skin from the otter.
Well, I figured if you just stuck, you know what I mean, your foot right into the mouth of the otter, and or let it just bite your foot and latch on,
Yeah.
then it was really all about just walking it off, and it would basically just kind of grind into your walk. It almost like shape shifted into your shoe.
Okay. That's got to take some time, though. Are you just leaving them on while you shower and sleep and those kinds of things?
No, what we do is once we have the otter latch on,
Yeah.
I sell again, part of the pack is you have tranquilizer darts,
Okay.
and you prick the otter,
Whoa.
and it slowly falls to sleep, and then
Yeah.
you have time to manipulate it in ways you want to,
Yeah, you should maybe just sell like a big garbage bag of
and then
dry
after
ice
that
with
you
it.
can take care of the otter. Gad, sorry, what did you say?
I said maybe just a big garbage bag of dry ice, and just pour it over the otter to freeze it solid, and then you can just hack it into a shoe shape.
You know what? Goddamn! You know what? Here's what I like about you: frozen otter ice skates. You ice skate anywhere, anytime. We
Now-
ship you frozen otters. You slip them on.
Oh, okay.
You slide down the block almost like roller skates.
I was just thinking of actually like filling an arena with otters, freezing the whole thing, and then skating on the otter.
Not a terrible idea. You ever see how slick an otter's back is?
Have I?
Yeah. Well, you usually slide right off, huh?
Yeah. The problem is like if you happen to hit one that's like a little thawed, your skate gets stuck.
Oh my God! No, it's almost like it's almost like a stick gets in your spoke of your front tire and you flip over the handlebars.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to come face to face with a frozen otter, though. That's a nightmare that never goes away.
You're telling me.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Anyway, let's continue on with the video.
Are we doing inner now?
Prompting local police to issue a shelter in place for residents after the first reported sighting.
I just kept running. Row, I heard the row. I spent through it. I ain't playing with no lion.
Galante says there are things
Oh,
you can do to try to
Galante.
minimize your chances of running
My
into a mountain
man.
lion while hiking.
If you act like prey, the predator will treat you like prey.
If you just
So
come
be
here like
large,
that, they'll stay
be
away,
loud,
you
be assertive.
fucking freak.
Always maintain eye contact. If you can, throw
See?
something like a rock or something like that while making noise without bending over and making yourself look small.
But he
See,
warns
that's
that animals
bad.
are
That's
unpredictable.
bad,
And even when
bad
you do all the
advice.
right things,
Bad.
the outcome can still
Remember,
be tragic.
stay low.
Last year, a man
expose
was
the neck.
killed by a mountain lion in
Try
northern
to grab his
California,
tail.
and his brother
And
severely
always
injured.
wear a
Even
beef
after
belt.
their family said they
And
followed
salmon
expert
socks.
advice to make themselves appear larger. According to California's Department of Fish and Wildlife, this was the first time a mountain lion killed a person there in 20 years. But Galante
Don't
says
forget your
at the
ham
end of
hat.
the day, it's on us, the humans, to share Mother Nature with our big cat neighbors.
I don't think we should fear mountain lions. What I do think we should do is be well educated and understand the risks we're
I'd fear this
taking
guy
when we
hiking
decide to
behind
go on
me.
a hike.
For Rasura, she says she's now more vigilant
Right
and
now,
better
there's a
prepared than ever,
News
hitting
story
that
of
same
mountain lions going.
trail
Listen,
the
guys, we
very
just got to
next
be a little more
day.
educated.
I took bear spray with me and an air horn. I was like, yeah, I'm going to face this. I'm going to face my fears. I'm not
Or
gonna
bring
let
a
this stop me.
fucking
Some new
gun.
tools and a changed perspective she'll keep for the rest of her life. Marissa Para, NBC News.
Oh, delightful. Stupid people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. She can't cook a grilled cheese like Deb can. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is I don't understand, these people who, go on hikes. You go by yourself. If you're in mountain lion territory, you have nothing on you. You're not prepared, and you just expect everything's going to go great when it's clearly not going to.
And I bet you there's a sign somewhere on that trail that says mountain lion territory.
No. We took those down.
God, I love that gag.
Yeah, we did that. I think it adds a little bit of spice.
Yeah, I do. Oh, and I love how you guys you'll erect a fake exit with the door right on the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, we just painted it on. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a stoic one. And then you charge $5 to get into the club.
Yeah, and then on the downhills we just throw a bunch of marbles.
Yeah. Oh, I love when you do that.
Yeah,
that's fun.
silly.
Yeah.
All right,
so got that warehouse full of anvils.
Actually, we had to shut that down. The anvils all piled up against the door, and there was no way to get in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
actually, that reminds me. I have unrelated. I have another warehouse that I need to give you a key to, and I need you to open the door for me if you could.
Yeah. No problem. Wow.
Let's wait till your ribs better though.
Seems heavy, but go on.
No, it's fine. Just jimmy it open.
I see what you did there, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I like it. Great job, Rex.
That's what I do, I guess. That was a happy accident, as they say.
Oh my God, you're and you know what? That's why we roll around here with no erases. That's how we are.
Yeah. Tyler Perry.
He's very racist.
Tyler Perry.
No, I said erasist. No erases.
Our friend from the hood.
Oh, friend from the hood.
Ooh, that hurt.
No, because I went. See, no, because there was no projection. I kept it low and bassy. I didn't say gassy. I said bassy.
My kid's going to camp tomorrow, and she's staying away for a week in a sleepaway camp. I'm a little sad she's not going to be here for the show. Not as sad as Jen, because she's freaking out that she's got to run all the computers.
Oh, not. I thought you were going to say no because your little one is going to be away. That's what I thought.
Well, she's super excited, and it's really going to be a fun experience for her, I think. So
wait a minute, you take someone else's joy and bring it into your life, and what the hell are you doing?
Tyler Perry,
our friend from the hood.
So apparently he's having a little bit of a legal issue. He's being sued for sexual harassment and sexual assault by a male actor. His name is, I think, Derek DIXON. No pun intended. Let me just pull up that article here. Okay. In his first interview since filing a $260 million sexual assault claim against the Medea creator, actor Derek DIXON said he felt compelled to go public because everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them. Bum, bum, bum. Derek DIXON says the process.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little bit insubordinate, but
yeah. Fair. Again,
I guess. Listen,
you're in the big leagues.
We have to have boundaries. You know what I mean? Okay, it's a fair expectation. Yeah, go
on. My goal is to help ensure the next generation of actors and creatives. That's a noun. Wait a minute. My goal is to help ensure that the next generation of actors and creatives. That doesn't make any sense. Don't have to choose between
and creators.
That would make more sense. That's not what it says, though. Interesting.
Could it be a typo, Rex?
It must be. All right. Yeah. Scroll down here. DIXON, an actor in his 30s who appeared in 85 episodes of Perry's BET series The Oval that aired between 2021 and 2025, alleges in the
What kind of outfits was he wearing during his role?
They were square. In the 2025, alleges in the lawsuit that Perry made several unwanted sexual advances towards him. Now, I'm completely ignorant on this. We can actually just cut it out after that. That is Tyler Perry gay? Does anybody know?
I'm not going to just sit here and say that he is. I guess.
Okay, so Footer thinks he's gay. So
as your ass.
Whoa. No, yours.
Yeah, right. As if.
Please.
Yep. Never mind. But again, I'm gonna allegedly with the assault allegations. It seems that he may
not gay.
He may be.
Likes
but I
women.
think he's right. Pardon?
I'm getting confirmation from production that says that he's
Oh,
not
great.
gay.
So so you should talk while I'm talking. I could have at least kept the show going. You guys could do some sort of sign language, or I could just shut up and let you guys talk, and we could have made that part of the show.
Why do you have
So
to make
rude.
this so difficult?
Right, you're rude
Just
to
go
me.
with the flow.
Ew. Gross.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're sticking with the fact that he's gay.
No,
That's
I didn't
what you
say
said.
that. No, I didn't say that. I'm saying to you, he's rich, and I don't know where he stands. I don't know if he does he disappoint God sometimes? I don't know.
Right.
Does he not? I
Yeah.
don't know.
So you think Tyler Perry's gay and you love Nick Fuentes. Got it.
You're sick. Not true. Just again, I want to go on record. That's not true.
Which part isn't true? Both or neither? Neither? One?
Both are not. Both are not true. Boom.
Both are not true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll check on that. I think that might be fake news.
You talk about it on the show with Mike.
That's neither here nor there. Dixon, who answered the Hollywood Reporter question by email, described first meeting Perry in Atlanta, I like to call Hotlanta, in September of 2019, when he was working as an event coordinator for a company.
Well, let me tell you something. I just had this thought. If this isn't true, Dixon's in hot water. And it's gonna hurt him. It's not gonna be pleasant for him.
Yeah. Again, again, that's a whole nother story. Is
Listen, it's gonna bring this Dixon here is gonna be in trouble. You know what I mean?
Well,
there's no way.
Yeah, my thing is that it certainly should be. If you bring an allegation like this against somebody, and they're found innocent, you should be liable for a lot more than just even legal fee.
Yeah, and again, Galante is his name, right?
Who?
What's his name? Galante? The first name?
Derek?
Who the hell was Galante?
That was from the Mountain Lion show.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Fuck. Oh my God, have you heard? He got attacked by a mountain lion, and then he had sex with it.
Yeah.
And it was a male mountain lion.
And he named it Galante.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're having a child.
They
Galante.
drove away in a Mitsubishi.
No. Okay.
All right. So it says Dixon says that Perry singled him out in the crowd of an event staff and asked him to go on stage so he could check the lighting, and then asked Dixon if he was an actor. I said, yes, but not really right now. And he said, yes, you are. I can tell at the end of the event. Perry and Dixon exchanged numbers, and Perry began texting Dixon the next day. So who are you? What's the dream? What do you want to do?
So, okay. So he was
scroll or not. Okay. That's fine.
Well, I mean, it makes it clear that, again, as far as the allegations that, Tyler Perry was searching for Dixon. You know what I mean? He was out there pursuing Dixon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was definitely
yeah.
He was definitely doing that.
Well, listen, I'll tell you one thing, know, and if this guy was short on cash, you know what I mean? Or maybe if he owed people money, you know what I mean? Maybe Dixon was in a hole. I don't know. You know what I mean? And he had to do things for money.
It's true. That could very much happen.
So, I mean, there's a lot of different things parameters that can, you'd have to deal with. Yeah, but anyway, and that's a famous last name. You think he has anything to do with any of the famous Dixons?
I don't really know. It doesn't really go into that in the article.
Okay, so he's probably just a regular guy with a similar name.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
just a regular Dixon.
Right. All right, but again, I you got to be careful when you make allegations like that. Tyler Perry's a very powerful man. Yeah. And if you're going to single out, Tyler Perry, you got to make sure. Well, I should say Dixon needs to make sure that, he's going down the right path.
Sure. I mean, and again, it's not like he's a well-known, he's a small Dixon. He's not a big Dixon. So I mean, he doesn't have that kind of clout.
None. Right. I've never heard of him before.
No.
That's why I'd asked if he's part of the, some bigger family, maybe maybe a Hollywood family or something. I don't know.
Right.
But you're 100% right.
And I'm not sure. I don't know if he's a white Dixon or a black Dixon. I didn't check. They don't have a picture of him.
Again, that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm so sick of you don't have the race doesn't matter. Bottom line is if Dixon was targeted, you know what I mean, then he's got a real gripe, and he should definitely follow up with it. You know what I mean? There's no reason why Tyler Perry should get away with that. But on the other hand, we haven't heard Tyler Perry's take on it.
No, we have no idea what his intent was.
No. Maybe he really enjoyed Dixon and he enjoyed his company.
That's true. That's true. And I've enjoyed your company for this past hour and a half.
All right. Well, have a great night, everybody. And support Dixon. Boom.
Yep.
Or Tyler Perry.
Ding. Good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Follow, like, subscribe, tell a friend. That's how we make the show grow.
Whoa. Thank you, Jen. Thanks, Ramona. Rex, as always, been a pleasure. You're a genius. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Hope your rib feels better.
Me too, man. Good night, my friend. I have to keep after show boogie woogie to maybe a minimum,
Yeah, sure. No twerking.